So hey everyone, welcome to we're finally doing it. We're finally making a Dank Trees team report. And yeah, we decided to open it up with the stars of the show, like the foundation of the entire team. So I'm Kevin Handlin, and I go by Skyburial on most things, including Twitter and YouTube.
And I'm Yardstick. Don't have many handles on media yet, but we'll be there soon.
Young Meter Dick and Yardstick on Showdown, right?
Yes. Yes, mostly Yardstick, but
Mostly Yardstick, yeah, for like Showdown tourneys and whatnot. Is there anything you'd like to say about the team in opening, Jarek?
Honestly, I mean, let's just get right into it, you know? Like,
Yeah, I definitely want to.
It's a great team. I think that starting off, when we first made it, it was so weird because we thought it was just kind of a meme team a little
It
bit.
looks
you know?
derpy. Like when you look at it in team preview, like I remember one of my opponents, Felix the Cat is his handle. He actually said, "What is this garbage?" when he saw my team in team preview, and I was like,
Yep.
Sir, are you making fun of my team? Like, how dare you? I worked hard on this." I didn't think it would be at all good. Like, I just remember, like,
Yeah.
we're sitting there on New Year's Day. Like, I know personally I was pretty hungover because it was New Year's Day, and like we're just like, oh, let's make a team, sure, and like
Yep.
fucking won a tournament.
On a PS3.
Yeah, we won a showdown tourney that Seijon Park was in. So yeah,
Yeah, it was a pretty cool tourney, and it wasn't even the fully developed version of the team.
it
so-
wasn't. Yeah, it was like an even derpier version of the team. This is honestly like this is trees with teeth. Like this was like
Yeah,
when
this
we realized like, oh my god, like Trevenant.
Yeah, this is
and-
definitely built around the meta for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it looks completely incompetent. I mean, all three things on the bottom of this like group are weak to ground,
It's true.
and yet we both went X3 at this tournament, like in a Garchomp meta.
Absolutely. So I think let's start off with Golduck here.
Yeah,
Or
totally.
Goldink, as we like to call it.
Yeah, Goldank, the one half of the name of Dank Trees, right? Because on the one side you have Dank, which is our fast mode, and yeah, I mean, what do you want to say about the spread?
Well, I think it's a really, really sweet spread. I mean, it lives,
We'll talk about what it lives in a bit with the
pretty
calcs.
sweet things. Yeah, definitely. But, what it's doing to this team, I think, in the fast mode is, I don't know, the Hydro Vortex in the rain. Like, let's talk about that.
Hydro
That is-
Vortex in the rain kills a lot of stuff, like
Yeah.
inappropriate amounts of damage, and it still took Ninetales to sash outside of rain. So,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Really, really good nuke. I don't know. Like, it's just got gives you a lot of good options. Definitely the best Swift swimmer.
In this meta, at least.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So next we have Politoed. Now,
Oh,
Kevin,
man.
I think you can talk about this one a little bit.
So Quaxo is Politoad's German name. I don't know how it's actually pronounced in German, but I have, like, after seeing, like, European internationals, I was just like, I'm naming all my Politoads Quaxo going forward.
Yeah.
And we made it shiny because it looks way cooler. And, yeah, like, Politoad is, like, how the team works. Like, straight up. Like, it's like what makes the team good at all.
Yeah, he gives you that protection, like with the rain weather.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously Trevenant needs it. Metagross needs it. It gives Golduck that Swift Swim.
Yeah.
And then in addition to that, Perish Song.
Oh my god.
An incredible move for this team because I feel like getting rid of even just one Pokemon right off the bat is really not difficult for this team whatsoever.
Absolutely not. Like, yeah, if you can pick off a fast KO, which this team is really good at doing with the Tapu Koko and the Metagross and the Golduck specifically, and sometimes Muck. I mean, the offensive potential of this team is really high, but like being able to pick off a fast KO with Politoed in on turn 1 is just like almost a turn 1 win. Like,
yeah,
it's
like,
just...
there are honestly some turns that I would just Hydro Vortex and Perish Song.
Yeah.
Because I knew that Pokemon didn't have Protect, or like I could just get a free kill with Vortex if they didn't have Weather. Like,
yeah.
And then you can just perish the other one, and then like it forces them to like either make a switch or just like, I don't know, kind of be frantic.
Perish Song was definitely like our way of like shutting down Pokemon that needed a lot of turns to like scrape out a win, like Celesteela. Yeah.
Stila, Tapu Fini.
Tapu Fini, Snorlax is a great one. Eevee Mancy. Oh, can we talk about Eevee Mancy for a second? Oh my god.
Well, all that we need to say is that Perish Song is baton passed.
Yeah, Perish Song gets baton passed. It's amazing.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets baton passed and it gets psyched up. Like, if your opponent goes for it, I always get Psycho Boost and Psych Up mixed up, but I think it's Psych Up.
Yeah.
They also pick up the Perish Song, so it's like, yeah, go ahead, do your thing. Like, run your script on me, bro. Like, go ahead. Like, I have a turn 1 win button. Like,
definitely, Politoed is definitely probably one of the most important Pokemon on this team.
Absolutely. Sure. Yeah, like, Politoed is dad on this team. Like,
he's dad.
He makes sure that everyone's doing their responsibilities, and he gets the job done. Like, he does a lot of work.
Yeah.
Alright, moving forward. We've said so much about Politoed at this point.
Let's look at the mother here. Let's look at the mother.
Oh my god.
Team. The beautiful mother of this team.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Trevenant.
This is my favorite Pokemon in this meta. Like...
I would almost have to agree with you. Like, it's definitely my favorite. Like, coming into creating this Pokemon and like choosing it as a Trick Room setter was like so crazy. We were like, oh, let's choose a Trick Room setter, and then I just remember Michael's words. All right, do we use Trevenant or P2? And I was like, wait, what is Trevenant? And it sounds way more fun than P2.
Absolutely way more fun. Yeah. Like, I just wanted to go for it for fun value, and I was like, it seems like it would be good in rain.
Yeah, absolutely. It just seemed like something really cool. So, after creating this spread,
it took a while to, like, we kept the EVs the same, but we changed the nature a lot. Like, we started with Bold, and then found out that I mean, we started with Bold not thinking about like what we were decreasing, and it was like, oh yeah, well, Bold is minus attack, that makes no sense, but we still won a showdown tournament with a Bold Trevenant, which is like saying a lot. And then
exactly.
And then we went to Relaxed and found out that it didn't live Hurricane, and then we went to Sassy and like it was perfect.
Yeah, it just lived everything we needed it to live. Pretty much any fire move in the rain. I don't know, its ability to just absorb all of the opponent's Pokemon's health, like, it's ridiculous. You can just double Leech Seed.
Oh, man.
In addition to Harvest plus Will-O-Wisp, like, gives you, like, you can literally just shut down any offensive potential that your opponent's team has.
You really can. Yeah, barring, like, fire types.
Yep, exactly. As you would say, Kevin, you can literally put a Pokemon on your team.
You can put an opposing, like, oh man, like, after you, like, Leech Seed a Porygon 2 and, like, burn it, it's just like that Porygon 2's on your team. All it does is...
I like doing that with Garchomps.
Garchomps, oh, jeez.
Because you can just, like, if you get a Wisp off, they just really can't do much damage to you, unless you're throwing in your Ground Wave Pokemon. But like without without that attack, and also Leech Seed, you can just sit there and just like let it do it, let it rock slide, and let it like whatever. The other, just kill the other Pokemon, you know.
Garchomp, like anything it can do to Trevenant is pathetic even before Will-O-Wisp, and then like after Will-O-Wisp, it literally just becomes like useless. Like
Exactly.
after Will-O-Wisp, like Tapu Koko can live like I think sometimes 2 of its earthquakes. Like it's kind of and Muck definitely lives 2 earthquakes. So
And I mean, the Trick Room aspect is super important.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
mean-
really looked at the slower Pokemon on this team yet. However, like, it's Trevenant alone in Trick Room is just a beast. Like,
yeah,
he is Hornleash deals so much damage actually, and like getting just fast wisps off.
yeah. Really interesting speed tier too at like 56.
Yeah.
Like it lets you play ball with a lot of the like popular like Trick Room Pokemon or like anti-Trick Room Pokemon that are like either like without speed investment or minimum speed. You can like figure out what speed they are just based on what they do with Trevenant. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's that perfect speed tier to discover other speeds.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a great Pokemon for discovery. It's slower than Porygon 2. Like, I feel like that's a really important thing to mention. Like, it's slower than Porygon 2. So, like, you're gonna get everything that you want in Trick Room against Porygon 2.
Absolutely.
And, like, it's so good against Gigalith, which was, like, a really popular Pokemon at the time that we made this. Like, Gigalith is another...
definitely.
Yeah, just,
Really
like...
popular.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to, I would say, the glue of this team. Terrain Setter Tapu Koko.
Yeah. So
What a
good.
guy.
What a guy. Check out this mohawk. He's so fly.
Yeah. He is so fly. Like, I don't know. Not nothing too special about the spread, I think. Life Orb, always a really strong item on Tapu Koko.
Yeah.
Timid makes it outspeed everything.
Everything but
I think
Pheromosa, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think what's different about our moveset, though, I think is just the Thunder Volt Switch. Like,
Yeah.
Volt
So
Switch
great.
is just so good on Koko, first of all. Leading something like Trevenant and Koko, giving you a free Volt Switch into a Trick Room Pokemon, and then setting up Trick Room.
Yeah.
One of the great feelings with this team is in such an amazing way. Like,
It's honestly like Volt Switch being so good and like part of how the team works is one of the reasons why battling Marowak and Togedemaru is so frustrating with this team. Like
exactly.
because you
It's-
want to Volt Switch so badly. It's just like
Yeah.
second nature to do, you know?
Mm-hmm. You want to get that free switch into with that much damage
Yeah.
into one of your other really bulky Pokemon, so you can lift something, you know.
Yeah.
Now Thunder, Thunder in the rain. Everyone knows about that, I think.
Yeah, 100% accurate. Just, I mean, a lot of people were like making spreads at this time to live like Life Orb Thunderbolt. And then the fact that you just like tear all of that up and just like throw those notes out of the window simply because you have a stronger move is amazing. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're like, oh, like your Celesteela can live a Life Orb Feeble. Oh, that's awesome. It's like, no, that's Thunder.
or like
like Tapu Fini. Oh, let's just.
Tapu Fini was the other one I was gonna mention. Yeah, totally.
Great Pokemon to Thunder in the Rain. Oh,
Oh my god.
so good. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
And if you have terrain up, like, they're dead. I think that's all that kills most Finis. Like.
It actually ended up being really, really, really important in the like Sun matchup because of like Lilligant's Sleep Powder. But also it's just like general. Oh, and it was really good in the Eeveemancy matchup for Spore from Smeargle. But
Yeah.
I mean, we have a 100% win con for Eeveemancy, so there's that. Like,
Exactly.
and especially, yeah, okay, cool. So let's talk about Muck.
Oh, Muck, dude.
Oh, jeez, Muck.
Muck is just a Trick Room staple, man. Like,
He is so consistent.
exactly. He does exactly what you want him to do when you want to do it.
Yes.
And I don't know, living practically everything, Figgy Berry recovery, so bulky. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the slowest speeds in the format.
Yeah.
Hitting 49, right?
50.
50, yeah.
50
Like,
base.
geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 base. So good. P-Jab kills pretty much everything you needed to kill.
Yeah, like, especially in a fairy meta, it's just, like, super important. And, like, the fact that Muck has Poison Jab, like, allows you to, like, play very hard reads. Like, oh, we successfully set up Trick Room and have Muck out in play. This Tapu Koko's probably gonna protect. So I can just ignore it for a turn. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So good.
It's, like, Muck is just, like, if Politoed and Trevenant are the reason why the team works, then Muck is the thing that works within them. You know,
Yeah,
like it's
exactly. Yeah, he's another one of those glue Pokemon. Except like he's really needed to finish off a lot of things. Like once you get Trick Room up and you use your fast Pokemon and you kind of traded battles and traded moves, like he is that one of those last Pokemon you switch in to be like, okay,
time to clean up. Yeah.
Time to clean. Yeah, exactly. Time to clean house. Let's get some knockoff kills. Shadow Sneak finishes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, like, he's a Trick Room man. Like he's there to fucking wreck.
He's there to wreck. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Exactly. The fact that like Knockoff was able to okay, well, we can talk about Metagross.
Oh, wait, no, what were you saying about Knockoff though?
Knockoff breaks Celesteela's substitute, which like awesome. Like even after its item gets knocked off, like Knockoff still does enough to break sub on Celesteela, which ended up being important because we needed to have sub down in order to win against Celesteela with Trevenant sometimes. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
now Metagross.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to some calcs about Metagross, but like, okay, so I took a look at like the numbers before we got on here, and like Steelium Z is like below 1% in usage on Metagross, and I don't understand why. Because it just does so much damage. Like, there are so many things that like okay, so like Mike and I are like just like fucking around with Dank Trees and being like, how can we make it better? Like right before we go into this regional. I think it was probably about 2 weeks before the regional, and at the time we were running Psychium Z, I think. And he was like, I want to try something, like just lead with Muck, and he like Steel Z's my Muck. And I was like, what?
It definitely just died.
It just died. It just like went down and it's
100% dead.
Yes. Absolutely. Like not even close to living.
Yeah, like that I think that's the most important thing that Metagross was able to do. Like Muck being one of the most popular Pokemon in the format.
And very threatening to Trevenant.
Yeah, as well as other Trick Room was extremely popular. Like, I don't know, everyone had a P2 and Muck on their team almost.
It seemed like there were like so many Porygon 2 Muck teams, and like having like an edge on them. Yeah.
Like that and like, I don't know, amazing ability like Clear Body.
Like, God.
Unaffected by Intimidate.
So satisfying every time Intimidate went up. It'd be like
amazing.
Yeah.
As well.
Well,
I think that move is super underused, I think, and it's underrated.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Like no one, I don't really see anyone run it, but like lowering your speed in Trick Room is amazing.
It is. And it does very great damage. Like awesome damage.
Yeah. Yeah, really awesome damage. Absolutely.
I would say like moving on for sure.
I think this fast mode. Let's talk about this fast mode, dude. Like,
so because we were able, with Golduck spread, like we were able to get like a significant amount of bulk added to it because the thing that we wanted to outspeed was Adamant Scarf Chomp, and like it left like a ton of EVs, even with modest like full special attack, and like being able to live a switch into a Shadow Bone every time was actually super valuable. Like,
definitely.
Because Marowak is just like a huge threat to this team. Like, it can take out the entire, like it can solo our entire Trick Room mode. So like,
it really can. Like,
yeah.
Also having that coverage against our Coco, so we can't like give it an early kill, and it protects all the other Trick Room mons from Coco.
Yeah. And the Brave Bird calc, like, it seems insignificant, but that was like, that still remains like the most powerful priority move in the game.
Absolutely. And
so,
I think honestly, most recently, like almost like really lately, the meta, I think Talonflame has been really popular.
Yeah. So that makes Golduck very useful.
Absolutely, especially right now.
Yeah. And the fact...
And then,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say Politoed living Thunderbolt.
With a favorable roll, yeah, is just... that
having a
blows
favorable
my
roll
mind.
for a Life Orb.
Yeah.
Coco Thunderbolt in Electric Terrain. So
yeah.
I feel like if any of those factors were like not there, like the terrain or Life Orb.
If it was like a Sash Coco, which was becoming popular at the time, lives it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, I think next, let's talk about Coco.
Oh, God. That Thunder.
Yeah. Thunder killing Torkoal is just... like, Torkoal is known to be, like, generally just a bulky, just fat
Very
attacker.
bulky,
And, like,
yeah.
I don't know, getting more and more popular with all the Sun teams.
Especially on the special side, yeah. Like, really bulky, yeah.
Pick up a KO on their Weather Setter
Yeah.
is really crucial for this team.
Absolutely.
Making sure you don't have Sun is important. Like, Politoed's your best friend in that matchup.
Yes.
And so is Coco. Like,
Yep.
dude, amazing. And I think versus the Arcanine, 2-hit KO with Volt Switch against like bulky Arcanine.
Yeah, because, I mean, at this time, like, all the cool kids were using, like, the Arcanine Tapu Fini Kartana course, or AFK. And so, like, being able to respond to that well was, like, very critical for doing well in the metagame. And, like, we had it locked up, pretty much. Like, I don't want to, like, sound cocky, but, like, we had a really good understanding of what we wanted to do against that, and I think that, like, Tapu Koko was absolutely critical in the matchup. And, like, I remember, like, when Sam dropped his team report, Sam VGC, like, featuring the AFK core, like, Mike ripped it and put it into Showdown, and he was like, I don't know what to do against Volt Switch. Like, this team has no response to Volt Switch. And I was like, yeah. Like, yeah. It's, like, really great.
Really
like,
good against that core. Like,
absolutely.
It hits everything.
Yeah.
It hits all three of those Pokemon, dealing most of the time more than half of their health.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. And it let us, like, search for an item. Like, we got to figure out whether it was Sash or Assault Vest Kartana. And...
yeah.
Yeah. Coco's just great.
We want that.
It's just... yeah. Coco's just great. Like,
Now, last but not least, the Trick Room mode.
yeah.
Of this team is so... honestly, my personal favorite part of the team.
Definitely.
And I think this part of the team is really I personally think the best part of the team.
I think it's
really
like
just
what
countered-
the team it's what sets the team apart from other rain teams. And like
Absolutely, yeah.
really like it's I still haven't seen anyone use this combination. And it's so powerful.
Like first of all, Metagross getting that KOs on Mux.
So there's the calc, everyone, just so you know.
Yeah. That's the truth right there. Yeah, pretty clean KO.
it just
Now,
doesn't get
Flare Blitz in the
cleaner.
rain, too.
Like, Flare Blitz in the Rain lives a Flare Blitz from Arcanine. Yeah, like, Muck, like, once you knew that you could, like, once you figured out the speed of the Marowak, like, that was the key to winning against Marowak with this team, was, like, finding out how fast it is. And then you can totally win. Like,
Yep.
do you want to set up Trick Room or not, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And Metagross did such a good job of being that mid-speed tier, you know. Now
Totally.
Muck as well, getting that super small, or was that 25% chance to take? Okay, that's not small at all. Actually, that's not bad.
It's unfavorable, but it's good. Like,
Yeah.
and even if it, like, didn't KO, like, a Muck, or a Marowak without a thick club is, like, not very powerful. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna do anything to you after that. Like, losing its thick club is gonna hit you and it's not gonna do much, you know?
Yeah.
And that Boomerang calc. That's a classic bug calc, I think.
Yeah, totally. Like,
Being able to live that is pretty sweet.
definitely. Yeah, guaranteed 3-hit KO after Figgy Berry. Nice. Nice. That's our boy. He's not even gonna get 3 turns, because you got Shadow Sneak. Yeah. Alright, I know you're running a little late, so I'm not gonna talk too much about Trevenant, but
No, that's okay, dude. We can talk plenty about Trevenant.
Cool.
No worries, man. Like, he's got the sweetest of accounts on this.
seriously, like,
when we created him, figuring out all these was just unreal. Like,
yeah.
Teleport Hurricane, it can live that.
It can live that? Question mark? Yeah.
Like, okay, that's pretty ridiculous. It's definitely a grass type. And it definitely lives one of the strongest flying moves in the meta right now.
Yeah.
And most popular, other than Brave Bird, of course.
It's the most popular right now, for
And,
sure.
The Inferno Overdrive.
In the rare instance that your opponent has Firium Z or Firium Z Arcanine, you have a coin flip to live it.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell? And that's if they're running
I know,
physical full investment, like Flare Blitz, Inferno Overdrive. Like,
Exactly. And then Burn Up, too.
oh my god, yeah, like, special, okay, so Special Arcanine actually can't do anything to Trevenant in the rain. It's amazing. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. Exactly. Now, the fact that it lives knockoff 50% of the time, too,
Really good. And
it's crazy.
if it's min speed Muck, then you can just burn it and live that knockoff. So, we haven't mentioned we haven't mentioned Harvest yet about Trevenant.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's like, it's so good. It's so good. Like,
It's the most entertaining thing about the team.
he
Like,
lives forever.
Yeah.
He lives forever.
he's immortal.
Incredible. Yeah, like that chance to harvest all the time is so hype. Like, really, definitely one of the best abilities.
Yeah. Like, underrated. So underrated. Like, Trevenant continues to be underrated, and that is, like, what gives, like, any Trees team, whether it's Dank Trees or Swole Trees, like, or, like, variants of Swole Trees, like, continues to give it an edge, is that people just underestimate Trevenant.
Yeah, they underestimate him. He lives for so long, and then just does so much work.
So much work! Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Now, man, I probably got to head out, but man, what a team.
What a team! Seriously, love this team. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It was great to introduce Jarek to the channel.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, totally. Thanks for making the PowerPoint, dude. I really want to acknowledge you for that. And
Pleasure.
yeah, it's been rad. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please click the subscribe button if you're new to the channel.